What's up? It's Coach AK with 365 Days of AK. Today is day 90. And this week we're talking about personal development. This whole goal that I'm trying to work on for this year is what impact can one person make on this world in 365 days. But as you know, the past couple of days, especially 2 days ago, I was in a rut. So today is really going to be talking about a strategy I used to further get me out of a rut, because today was generally a pretty good day. And that was identifying who it is that you want to be and moving in that direction. I know a lot of people talk about we have to know who you are today. I understand that's important, but just roll with it. When you want to go to a particular destination, we'll use the GPS, for example. What's helping you identify where you're going to go is you put in the final destination. So let's say you want to be get a promotion at work, for example, and you've identified what it is that you need to do to get that promotion. It might be volunteering for these particular projects, growing yourself personally in a particular area. So ideally, where you are is important, but actually what's more important, it's about that final destination. So if this is for you today, and this is where you want to be, then what you do is you plan backwards from that point. So this is you, where you want to be. Let's say this is, you want to do more projects at work. You want to be able to have your character be a certain way. Then what you do is you just plan backwards. And you align yourself with all the characteristics of what it needs to be this. The reason why it's important is because what a lot of us focus on is in the past. With the past, we can't control the past. We can't control it. We can learn from our past about how we act in the present, but we can't control or change the past. I mean, it's not Back to the Future. We can't get in a time machine and change it. I mean, this is the same thing if you think about a recipe or you think about a GPS. When you get a recipe and you want to cook a meal, it doesn't ask you, what did you make yesterday? Or even better yet, when you're getting in a car and you put in the GPS, it doesn't ask you, where was the last destination you went? All it cares about is maybe where you are right there and then where you're trying to go. And this was a situation that happened to me today, where sometimes you can put in the coordinates of where you are, but if you don't actually start moving, it doesn't know where you are. It doesn't know whether or not you're on track until you start moving in the direction. And when you start making at least a foot, or you get on the gas just a little bit, it can say, you know what, you're off track. You're going in the wrong direction. And what will it do? It will put you right on course about where you need to be. So why is this important? Well, if you're trying to find a way to take control over your life, what I would say is you have to first decide and own who it is that you want to be. And don't think about it. What I want you to do is I want you to write it down. Who is it that you want to be? Maybe physically, in terms of your goals, in terms of your passions. I want you to write it down because you can own it. And then from there, it's every day you try to find ways to put yourself in that direction. Align yourself with that, because what actually ends up happening is once you identify who it is you want to be, who you are, your mood, your joy will actually be directly correlated to how far or how close you are to fulfilling that mission that you have for yourself. And you're going to find yourself in a depressed state or in a more out of control state the further you are from that final destination. So if you are one day completely off kilter and just don't do what you need to do to fulfill your purpose, your passion, your desires of who you want to be, whether it be materialistic or not, then it's going to affect your mood. It's going to cause you not to find joy in the situation. So today or this week, it's really about setting a GPS for your life and who you want it to be. Create your final destination of who you want to be. And then every day, align your actions, your mindset, your motives in that direction. So you can once again empower yourself and take control over your life, rather than life taking control over you. So I'm not going to say I'm doing this fantastically, but every day I understand that I have the opportunity to take myself closer in that direction. And it's only me to blame if I don't decide to follow that way. So that's it for today. Take care.